Well, hello, Leo. Welcome to your monthly reading. This is for September. So, we're going to break this down into three different readings. We have general, love, and a spiritual reading. So, general reading, we are going to jump right in. So, the first card that we have is the Hermit. In the upright, seek solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. Okay. Then we have Angel of Strength, Door to Romance, the Waiting Game, which is the Two of Wands in this deck, the Three of Pentacles, which is Recognition and Reward in this deck, and the Solar Plexus Chakra. That focuses on basically our connection, communication with others and ourselves, boundaries, self-esteem, things like that. Okay, based on our interactions with the world, I guess. So, your way to get through struggle, Leo, is to take it with a grain of salt. That's what I feel like you're doing. I feel like you don't want to take any risks. You don't want to mess things up. You don't want to say the wrong things or do the wrong things or react the wrong way. I also feel like you're taking a lot more time to yourself. You may be taking some time off of work or have, and it really helped. It's like you have this mindset right now, Leo, that even though things are maybe a struggle right now and it's not the best situation for me to be in, I'm hopeful for the future. That's what's driving you, is the hope for the future. And possibly the good love of a significant other. Yeah. For those of you who have them. So, or the good love of someone. Don't have to be a significant other. You're making a decision to not react to things. It's like you don't really want to stand out at work or in career or in school. I feel like you're just trying to follow the grain. Pay bills on time, go to work on time, do your job, go home. I feel like there's a little bit of confusion on how to interact with others. People at your job, co-workers, bosses. So you're trying to, less is more in this aspect for you. Less is more. Okay. So we have the Knight of Coins, Strength, Six of Swords, Two of Coins, Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, Three of Cups, Ten of Swords, Five of Wands, King of Cups. Yeah, your goal at work and in life is to keep your emotions under control. And I see that. You're trying not to fly off the handle. You're trying to look at things from a different perspective. You're trying to be patient. You're trying to be kind. You're trying to wait a transition out. But it's weird because I feel like you have this secret life. Like you go home and you're happy, or you do the things that you want. At work, that's where you're focused on your schedule, on what you have to do. You get your work done. You put your head down. But when it comes to home, I feel like that's where you're having fun. You have an area of your life, Leo, where you can have a good time. And that's what's helping you get through work or achieving your goals. Because when you're at work, or when you're working on your goals or your business, you're very focused on what it is that you're doing. Okay? But you do have some free time that is fun. And honestly, with the strength card, I feel like that's what's keeping you pushing. That's what's keeping you on track. That's what's keeping you balanced. Is like having fun and then monotonous work. Having fun, monotonous work. You may have something you like to do, like smoke weed or drink or whatever it is, if marijuana is legal where you are. This is important. Okay. It's an overindulgence. I'll say that. I'll say there's an overindulgence that you like. It doesn't necessarily have to be drugs or alcohol. This is what's pushing you forward. This is what's helping you in September to get through things. It's having that balance of fun and work. You need that. You need to maintain that. That's what's keeping you going. And I'm going to say this continuously because it's really important. One more than one, like if you're doing more fun stuff and not work stuff, the imbalance will create havoc. I feel like all this is you trying to not worry about the future. I don't know why you're worried about the future. You're worried about if this plan is going to work. You know, if work is going to get boring and you just don't want to do it anymore. You know, it reminds me of like you have to work to pay bills. So you're finding a way to make it balanced, because life is just not about work and putting your head down. It's also about having fun or having a good time or enjoying life. And I feel like you're trying to create that kind of atmosphere with the things that you have to do, like that's mandatory to live, like go to work and pay bills and things like that. So I feel like this sense of balance is really uplifting your energy. It's making the hard times more bearable. It's like you're just trying to survive, Leo. I'm going to be honest. It's like you're trying to survive. And this is how you survive. I feel like people don't even know that you're going through this internally. You could be going through something as well, but I feel like no one knows it. No one suspects that's what it is. Let me see. Yeah, you're really good at covering this up. You're making it look like you're not putting in a lot of work, but you really are. You make it look easy. Okay. Yeah, people don't even see it. It's like they don't even see that you are like struggling or tired, you know? It's like no one sees what you're going through. Like you're covering it up really well. Yeah, you could be looking for a new job. You could be looking for a new job. Yeah, I feel like you're looking for a new job. You just don't have anything in the works, but you are looking for a new job. If you find someone that bites, you're going to take it. If it's a good one, like if it has a good future. But I see you still looking. Yeah, you're holding on to this job because you don't like it per se. It's not the job for you, but it is good money or a good opportunity for you. Yeah, so you have to do things that make you happy. Like, you do something on the side that gives you the energy to go to work every day, you know, to do something that you don't really want to do or that really doesn't make you happy, you know. And we have a lot of us work and have jobs and things that are really hard for us, or we have to push ourselves to do sometimes. But I feel like you're having a really tough time in September. If you could get up and just leave and not come back, I feel like you would. But you have responsibilities. Yeah, it's like a sudden falling out of love or falling out of desire or drive. And now that you notice this, you know that you can't give in to it. You have to do something. And this is your way of trying to work it out, you know. I feel like you don't want to fall in the in-between. Like, you don't want this to create a problem where you can't be sufficient. Okay. That's specific, huh? Okay, let's get into your love life, Leo. Hello, Leo. This is the love portion of your reading for September. See what we have for you. So we have Messiah as your personal energy card, and this is serving humanity with humility. Okay. And then we have express your love, soulmate, lead, which is the Emperor in a normal tarot deck, listen, which is the High Priestess, and the 8 of Pentacles, dedicated effort in this deck. Leo, I feel like you're coming in to save the day when it comes to your relationships. There's a level of patience, kindness, and compassion that you're giving to your significant other or someone that you're dating. Very much benefit of the doubt energy, but I feel like it does have some boundaries, okay? So it's not like you're getting ran over by a person. This is your way of showing that you're open, that you're ready to love, that you're ready to connect with someone, is allowing that sort of vulnerability to them, for them to see, for them to interact with. I feel like you think that this person is your soulmate, or you're connected to them in some sort of way. There is a strong connection between you two, and it's one that you're not ready to kind of give up on at the time, okay? So in September, when it comes to love, I see you taking the lead. You're taking the lead, and I feel like you're listening to your partner and trying to figure out what they want. You're not being very direct. It's like they can tell you they want something, but you're listening with your heart. You know, you're listening with your intuition. Like, they say they want space, but really they want me to be more compassionate. You know, like it's something like that. It's something where you know exactly what this person wants from you. And I feel like you're doing it. But what's interesting with this, Leo, is it's not like, oh, you're giving up pieces of piece of yourself, or, you know, you're overstepping your boundaries. I feel like you're doing it out of love and compassion, or to keep the peace or some sort of balance. And I say that because these cards are 4, 2, and 8. Okay? So there's a sense of balance in these cards. Okay. So we have the 9 of Coins, the Faith, which is Hierophant, 7 of Wands, the Fool, Page of Wands, 9 of Swords, 10 of Coins, Justice, 6 of Swords, and 9 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, this is like, instead of running away from something, instead of trying to blame someone else or trying to find someone else or someone else or something else to fill a void. You're stepping into a love situation or a love conflict full on. Okay. It's like there's a big question mark about what's really going on, but I'm ready to step in there and see what it is. I'm ready to put in that work and that effort. I'm ready to take that responsibility. So, yeah, I feel like I feel like what this has been is you've really been focused on yourself and your own stability and how you are doing, how you're going to last in whatever love situation that you have been in, or just you in general. There's been a big focus on yourself. I feel like you're taking a big risk to try something different. There's something that you want to be committed to, someone that you want to be committed to, or someone that you are committed to. You know, sometimes we can have these situations with people like a child, like your child's other parent, you have to co-parent. That is a responsibility. Like, that's something that you can't run away from, so you have to figure out how to make it work. It could be something as simple as that. Could be a relationship or a marriage or you being dedicated to trying to get to know someone better. But I feel like this is a new journey that you're willing to go on, you know? You're like, there's a possibility for something better. There's a possibility for something that could be exciting or energizing to me in the form of love in some way. So I'm going to try to jump into this. I do feel like there's a little bit of defensiveness, but what's interesting is I feel like it's already there. Whether there was a problem in the past or this person has a hothead, you know, they could be stubborn. Also, yeah, lingering conflicts or someone being defensive because they feel like something's going to fall back into how it was, or they could have been hurt in the past, but I feel like this person is a little bit defensive. It's like they've gotten used to things being a certain way and they expect it to always turn out that way. But you are willing to step out of yourself at this moment and to bring something new into this energy. To get something going, to get something started. I feel like you're open to take the risk. You feel like, Leo, that there's a reason to do that, okay? There is a little bit of worry because this person is very defensive. I will say that. I can see their defensiveness and I can see it pushing you a little bit to one side of the edge, you know? But I can see this here. You want dedication and long term with this person, and I feel like you're willing to take the risk to get that because you know that you have to take a risk in order to try to get that to work. Or if this is co-parenting or something of that nature, you're trying to figure out how to work things together in a structured manner. Okay. Yeah. And I feel like they want to work with you as well. They like this new change of direction. And I feel like you're about to go on this journey together. So what I'm seeing here, Leo, is you stepping out of your comfort zone to basically push somebody in the direction, in a new direction, for something that looks to be better or more sufficient for both of you to work things out. And they're very optimistic about it and very excited. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they're scared to trust you or they're scared to open up, but they're making the sacrifice because nothing's really happening on their side of the thing, on side of things. Nothing's really changing, okay? And if they don't put in the work, nothing's going to change, okay? So this is an option for a different route or for something different to happen. I feel like they just have to look at it in that way. Yeah, you're realizing you don't want to completely leave this behind. You did emotionally detach from this, I do see, Leo. And now that you look back, you're seeing that that's not the most successful way to deal with things. So that's why you're doubling back around. Yeah, they're really in their head. This is the other thing too. This person's in their head about what it is they want. I feel like they can be pretty stubborn, or they are being pretty stubborn. Like they're like, I want it like this specifically. The problem with that is it's causing more issues and problems than them just being more compassionate. Yeah, they're about to come. They're going to come out of their head. They're just being very defensive. They will eventually, but they're just being defensive. Yeah, because long story short, they really don't want to keep fighting. They don't want to keep fighting. They know that it's not the smartest move to do. Yeah, they're going to have their aha moment to just put the sword down. You know, stop fighting. What's the point? Yeah. So I will say this for you, Leo. You're on the way to healing this situation, or healing healing the situation, healing the struggles, in order to, I don't know, find peace and be more compassionate with each other. Maybe even rekindle a relationship. That's for some of you. Yeah, it's like because you took the higher ground, the worst parts of this conflict are ending. Beautiful. Okay. All right, let's get to your spiritual reading. All right, Leo. Let's see what your spiritual message is for September. Woman. House. Tree. Definitely divine feminine energy. You're connecting with your divine feminine energy this month, Leo, which is getting you in touch with like compassion, nurturing, motherly. I'm getting like motherly qualities, because you want a more stable, balanced life. Okay. You want your foundations to be good and solid. You want to be happy every day. You want to be able to go through your troubles and be like, well, that was one thing. Let me move on. You know, you don't want it to like overpower your mind and who you are, things like that. So the first thing you're doing is like working on your life, your relationships, marriage, family, work, like places and people you have to communicate with every day. Okay, not friendships and things like that right now. It's more about closer relationships and places you have to. I would say this. I would put this in a category of places you have to attend every day or every other day. Okay, you want to make these experiences nurturing and beneficial and happy for you every day, or when you have to go. Okay. You're not feeling solid in these places, which is what you're trying to do. You're trying to kind of dive and dip into things so you can feel solid in your life. In those repeat places you have to go to that are close to you, or people. It's interesting because I feel like there's a bit of sacrifice here. There's compassion. It's not like you feel like everything is your fault, but you're in the mindset of, what can I do? What do I have control over? And what do I not have control over? So you're trying to do what you do have control over. Okay. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, Lovers, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, yeah, okay. So in September, you're paying attention to the things you can change and the things you can't. The things you can change, you are taking action on. The things you can't, you are choosing to be compassionate, loving, and graceful through the transition of waiting for these things to pass or dealing with these things when they come up. And this is your way of putting more care, love, and receptibility in your life. Setting up some strong, reliable principles for you and other people to follow to guarantee happiness moving forward. Okay? So I love you. And I'll talk to you later, Leo. Bye-bye.